Okay, you are welcome back to the second part of the Business Enterprise programme here, and our guests are still talking about the taste of Cavan. Sorry, Allo, before we went to that break, you were telling me about the coming together of producers, processors.
Yeah, and with Board Bean, it's all about the farmer, from farm to fork. So we really need to know, bring back that close link between farm and fork. And probably this year, just going a wee bit forward at the horse meat scandal, we've seen where there was a breakdown between the consumer and the farmer, and that's probably is something that's done at Taste of Cavan. What if you see Ellen McSweeney interviews a farmer, then maybe somebody from the co-op, and then some maybe ice cream maker or from yogurt or whatever. So you're seeing that whole involvement right from the farm right to the product to the end, and that's fantastic. So between each chef that goes on, you see that whether it's a poultry farmer or a dairy farmer or a beef farmer. So you're getting that whole feedback right through on what it's all about. Because if you drive through Cavan, you really want to know about the farmer as well as that gives you a whole interest in what the product is.
And you were talking about the Taste of Cavan website, and part of not the Taste of Cavan, the This is Cavan website, and part of that is the Taste of Cavan, and in the background there is the
that's
Taste of Cavan. I forgot for 2 seconds what we were talking about. Is the Taste of Cavan website, which of course people can go to that and look at it there. Sorry, Allo, to interrupt you. You were saying there.
Yeah, so that has been a fantastic thing, and the whole interest about showcasing it and getting the name off Cavan. Everybody's out there trying to sell their area, and one of the things, the success stories at the recession has been the food industry, and an awful lot of interest has come back to the food industry, and it's something we have here in abundance. We have the largest poultry industry in the Republic of Ireland is here in Cavan, and we also have a fantastic egg industry, a pork industry, and dairy industry. You have your milk that goes into Bailey's. You have an awful lot of products that are here in Cavan, and we need to be shouting about them and letting people know about them. And this was a fantastic show stand to do that.
Now this is a Taste of Cavan, but I'm sure there's a Taste of Galway, Taste of Cork. What is it about food coming from Cavan that is different from the other, I suppose, 31 counties? I'm sure food is an all-Ireland thing.
Well, not everybody's doing it either, there is the Taste of Dublin, which was probably the forerunner to
Dublin as well, always first then.
But yet Taste of Dublin wasn't really as much about Dublin. And the Taste of Cavan is about Dublin, and it's got the essence of what Cavan is. A lot of them were trying to just use the name Taste of Dublin, and they had the international people, and
it was many restaurants there, actually selling sort of mini portions of their food, and it was a lovely way to spend a day. You're right, it's a slightly different model what's happening here in Cavan.
I suppose it would be more up your street. It's actually a more of a touristy venue, the Taste of Dublin, where, as you say, Taste of Cavan, it's about the food, it's about the marriage of the producer and the processor.
Yeah, but it's very authentic, and a lot of, what we sell in Cavan on the whole is authentic. And that's what we always strive to do. A lot of the confidence that came out of Cavan as a result of hosting 3 All-Ireland FLAs, that's when we decided, we need to start shouting.
Sorry, when you said hosting 3 All-Ireland, I think, getting a bit ahead of yourself, you're only in the quarterfinals.
We'll talk about that next week. But after the three FLANA, suddenly realised, we actually have a lot to say here in Cavan and a lot to offer. Probably before that, we were a little maybe hesitant about saying that Cavan is a really, really nice place to come and visit, and we have a huge amount to offer, and a lot of very friendly people, and a lot of wonderful things to see and do while you're here. And then we hosted these FLAs, the world was talking about us, and then we said, okay, we need to change how we sell Cavan, and that's where This is Cavan, the brand, came out of, as a result of a huge consultation process with stakeholders and the trade and people who visit Cavan and all the rest. And then the Taste of Cavan then almost sort of, it didn't come out of that at all, because it was already in the making, but they both merged together very nicely.
Now, with the flag gone, obviously part of your role is to get the people who came to
Yes.
Cavan for the Fleadh. Apart from Taste of Cavan, what else have you got planned for this year?
Well, the Life O'Reilly is a week-long festival happening actually the week after the Taste of Cavan, the 19th to the 25th of August here in the town. So it's a week-long event, music, song, drama, the arts, children's arts. There's a few big names coming, the High Kings, Nathan Carter, all going to be here that week. So that's the event that we're hoping will attract a lot of people sort of in place of the Fleadh. It'll never be another Fleadh with 250,000 people. I mean, that's unrealistic to expect, but it's going to be a pretty big event all the same. You know?
And whereas the Fleadh was an absolutely huge success, by its very nature, bringing 250,000 people in some way really went against it, because there was so many people there, people could not get the benefits of Cavan. So some smaller events is probably a much better idea.
Yeah, exactly. And we have a lot of people now who come back to Cavan on the back of their experience during the Fleadh. So
now it's taking place the weekend after next.
Yes.
So I'm sure the logistics of it must be huge.
Of the two events together.
No, of just coming back to the Taste of Cavan, which is really
Logistically it is a big task. Yeah.
Yeah, there are the fantastic people there working behind the scenes, and they're doing serious hours.
What is some of the things that has to happen to make a Taste of Cavan happen?
There is people, as soon as the last Taste of Cavan was over, there was people already working the next day. I don't want to mention names, it's not fair, but there is people like Magella and Pat and
only an hour, I won't mention names.
But she deserves a mention.
Absolutely, and you're talking to people that actually put work into them. They have put. The next day it was over, they were on to all the people and looking for feedback, making sure that we could improve on it. The thing about, you talked about the Taste of Dublin, the most unique thing about the Taste of Cavan was the whole atmosphere. The atmosphere, everybody talked about the atmosphere, talked about the way you could talk to everybody. You were talking to owners of companies with 700 or 800 people. You were talking to people that were farming there. You were talking to celebrities and over against shoulders to Nevin Maguire, the Ella McSweeney's, and all of these people. Yeah. You know, it had a real feel. It was very unique to itself, completely different than what you'd see anywhere else. And that was one thing that
it was like a massive, big country fair.
Exactly. Yeah. There's no doubt about it. And that's what you're talking about, a follow on from the Fleadh. Like, this was it's Cavan put its stamp on their taste of anything, of food, and they've really done that. And if you only knew the amount of talk from when we followed up, because we do meetings through the IFA through to the different supermarkets, and they had fantastic word about it. They said it was brilliant. They go to a lot of tastes of different counties and that, but they said there is nothing like the atmosphere that was in Cavan, and that is fantastic. What they called for the people like Joanna and Magella and Paddy that put hours and hours, you know, behind the scenes that are never seen for all the work that they do. And then this is a sad thing. So somebody like yourself that's sitting here, like what we call talking about it, but somebody
so
like
basically, well, Alan put the whole thing together. Brilliant, man.
No, but I mean, they are the people that are doing it. You know,
always is the case. And of course, it gave another insight to Cavan. I suppose the traditional dish in Cavan had been bacon cabbage, and that's what
Boxty.
it was, and a bit of boxy, and that was it. And all of a sudden, you were getting these exotic foods that people say, well, where are they imported from? Actually, they just came from Belturbet or Coot Hill or maybe
in a lot of
Bailieborough.
cases, they probably weren't that exotic. It was really just getting back to basics, you know.
That's brilliant.
In spring,
Where is it taking place this year? Because there is a change of venue, isn't there?
Yeah, it's in a marquee at the Cavan Institute.
Now, which Cavan Institute?
Cavan Institute on Cathedral Road in Cavan.
On the Cathedral Road?
Yeah,
Not the one in the Army Barracks? Or
No, the one, the Cavan Institute on the Cathedral Road there beside Consmith Park. So it's happening there over 2 days, 10th and 11th of August. And all the information on the programme is available to download on thisiscavan.ie.
Yeah.
And the thing about, you're talking about cabbage and bacon, it's a fantastic thing to advertise. It's fantastic because it's produced here. And why not tell everybody about it? It's tasty, it's lovely, it's one of the nicest, simplest things to eat. And it's something that we should be getting people back to basics. None of this exotic stuff. Let's talk about the most basic things.
Again, just going back to the food and kind of, to use the expression you use, farm to fork. Although I suppose nationally it may have kind of hit us badly, but from a food producer's point of view, was the horse meat scandal a bit of a bonus in disguise?
Absolutely, a fantastic bonus. And talking to, I was speaking over in Brussels at the World Poultry Conference, and the retailers from England really actually realised, hold on, the consumers are not going to accept that we don't know where we're buying our product from. You know, we place our trust in our food. And in truth, we've lost a lot of faith in a lot of things in life, and the retailers was not one of them. So they actually realise now, if they are going to have to trust it, they're going to have to buy local. And the whole thing about sustainability is not just about us eating breast chicken or steaks, it's about utilising the full animal. You know, so this has been a fantastic challenge to everybody. Retailers are now actually coming back to farms. Tomorrow we have Tesco's coming to a number of farms, to my own farm as a broiler meat farm. We have them going to a free range egg farm and an ordinary free range farm. And what they're going to do is really link that back. And it's all because of the horse meat scandal, because they had disconnected. They said they didn't deal with farmers anymore. They dealt with processors, or they dealt with people like that. And that's gone. You can't say that you, what you call, don't deal with farmers. So you're going to see the whole link between the farmer and the consumer. And the great thing about the Taste of Cavan, when you go there, you're going to hear the farmer's story right through to the retailer's story. So everybody's going to get there a little bit, and you're going to get a chance as a consumer to go in there, ask the producer of the food, ask the farmer up at stage, or ask any of the celebrities are there about a little bit what you want to know about it. And that's the whole thing, as you say. It's like the fair, and it's something that's unique to the Taste of Cavan.
In the last couple of seconds, Joanna, you might tell our viewers when, where, how much, how to get there, where to park.
Okay, well, the 10th and 11th of August. The 10th and 11th of August in the food marquee at the Cavan Institute on Cathedral Road in Cavan. All the information, directions, etc. Can be found on thisiscavan.ie, and it's €2 in, free if you're under 16, and there's lots of parking around the Cavan Institute, and there'll be plenty of signs around town, so people will find it easy to get to.
That's fantastic. Look forward to it, because I do believe the Chamber is having a stand there, so I will probably be there at the time. So that's it for tonight's programme. I hope you enjoyed it. My guests were Alan Mohan and Joanna Hayes. I want to thank everybody involved in making the programme. David Van Standen, executive director. I keep demoting or promoting, I'm not sure which one it is. Brian Daly, executive producer. Dean and Micah on the desk. Thanks to you for watching. Talk to you next week. I've been Colm Colgan.